Hi guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial on my newest template 105. Technically she's not new in that I just shrunk her down. So this is the little sister of my template 5. Template 5 has been around for, it's honestly one of the first templates that I ever released, so what, 6 years? And this is her right here. And just recently I was, messing around with her and I realized, well, first of all, she's not available in SVG yet, which now she is, this one, template 5. But then I realized, the petals are too big. So I also have an Etsy shop where I make paper flower sets, and when I first started out years ago, I used to make very large flowers, and by large I meant anywhere from 15 inches to like 20 inches. Like, they were big. So that's why a lot of my old G templates are pretty big, are meant to make big flowers. Shipping prices though throughout the years have gone ridiculously expensive. I mean expensive, before average maybe between $15 to $20. Now shipping, honestly, if I ship a large set, can cost me anywhere from $60 to $90. It's very expensive, which is why I've been shrinking down a lot of my templates so I can still use them, but in a smaller version. So template 5 is one of those that I was like, you know what, it's time for me to kind of shrink her down so that way I can use her. So this is one of the flowers that I tend to use a lot. Very simple. I always try to make simple flowers that are not too crazy to do, that are easy to make but still beautiful. And this is actually the smallest petal that I use in template 5, and I want to say she's roughly, here I got my measuring tape, I want to say she's roughly, yeah, around 10 inches, which is still, this is a perfect size for me. But again, this is the smallest that you could make, because with this flower you only use one petal and I only use the smallest. So some of the petals would work, but I was like, I kind of need her a little bit smaller, which is where 105 came. And this is the baby version. Isn't she cute? So this is the smallest petal, which is this one right here. So I only used one of these, and I just did 5 and 5. That's it. Super simple. I did post a reel on my Instagram if you want to see, but honestly, it's super easy, guys. So yeah, so this one is roughly around 4 inches. So I definitely wanted something a little bit smaller. So yeah, so we will be messing around with her today, and we're going to be making another style flower with my template 105. Another very simple flower you can make. So this is what the template looks like. So this is pretty much identical to template 5, but just imagine template 5 a lot larger. So this is template 105, and this is, like I said, the little mini version to make smaller flowers. Now, if you do get the SVG, you will be able to make these a lot larger if you want to, but in the directions, I'm going to give you the sizes for these right here. But if you want to enlarge them or make them smaller, that is up to you. You can definitely go ahead and do that, okay? So for today, we're going to be using the 2 largest petals right here, and you are going to need 5 of each. So this template will be available hard copy. It's available hard copy, PDF, and SVG. So like I said, with the SVG, you will be able to make the sizes larger if you wanted to, or smaller if you want something smaller than 4 inches. But typically, that's where I like to start with my little small babies, is around 4 inches. So I already have mine already cut and ready to go. So I did hand cut these. I did use the pink cardstock from Michaels, the Tea Party. Is it Tea Party? Yes, I believe it is called Tea Party. It's now in the pack of 50. So it's a very beautiful light pink, and 65-pound weight. I always get asked mostly about my cardstock, what weight do I like to use for my paper flowers? This is 65-pound. Now, if you're wondering, where did I get this beautiful marble paper? This is actually from Hobby Lobby, but this is from their single cardstock sheets, their 12 by 12s that they have near their cardstock. So that's where I got this. Okay, so it doesn't come in a pack. These are single sheets. I think they're $1.99 per sheet, but keep an eye out when Hobby Lobby does their 50% off sale on cardstock, and that's when I stock up. because I'm not about to be paying $1.99. But if they're 50% off, oh, you bet I will. So it's very beautiful, honestly. It's like this beautiful marble color. I am obsessed with it. So anyways, enough with the chatting. So like I said, you're going to need cardstock. Because I did hand cut these, I'm going to use scissors. Obviously, if you have the SVG, the Cricut machine can cut it for you, or Silhouette. But regardless, you will need some scissors. Pencil only if you were going to trace, which I've already done. I'm not going to bore you with that. Glue gun, I am going to be using my SureBonder Mini Detailed Glue Gun. This is my go-to with small paper flowers because of that very thin nozzle that you see right there. And what else? I think that is it. And then we will be using a center as well. So I have ventured out, guys, into making centers. A couple months back, my husband got me a an iPad, and I was able to download the program Procreate and on there. And honestly, I've been playing around with it, you know, because for so many years, you know, I've been designing my own templates, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want some different fun centers, because typically Cricut is where I get my centers that they already have there. But I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and draw some really cool ones, funky ones. I don't know if they're cool, but you know, there's a particular image there that I tend to use a lot from Cricut called the dandelion, and I use it all the time. But I was like, I need something different. So I went ahead and drew my own center, which is actually the one that I have here. I just doubled it. So that will also be available in my shop. It is a ping, so you'll be able to upload it. So it's not an SVG. Let me throw that out there. It's not an SVG. It's a ping, but you will still be able to upload it to your Cricut or your Silhouette. I've tried it. It works, so it should work for you, because you are able to upload ping files. And then, yeah, and you just can manipulate the sizing so as to you want. And let me just give you a tip, guys, when it comes to centers. Like, how do you know what kind, like size wise? I always have a measuring tape in hand by me, and I always measure. So I will measure, like, okay, so I think I wanted around 1.5. So that's where I will stretch out my center. So always keep a ruler or something in hand next to you so you can measure out and you can figure out how big you want that center, because I mean, it is sometimes a guessing game, but if you have one of these, it helps out a lot is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so yeah, I will have that linked down below too, here underneath the video tutorial, if you are interested in the ping file for this center. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing is first. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you do need a wooden dowel. I forgot to mention that to you guys. Just because this time we're going to be curling the petals back. For this one, there was no curling involved. As you can see, I just kind of folded the petals in half and then curled these back. But this one's going to be slightly different. Okay, so what we're going to do the same thing where we're going to give that petal the crease. This is an option. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just kind of like to give it that look. And then you're going to get your wooden dowel, but this time you're going to curl your petals back, just like that. Okay, you're going to get your scissors, cut in the center, add glue, cross it, okay, just like that. So you want this back like that. So let me show you with the other size. So you're just gonna crease. Remember, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Give it a fold back, cut in the center, glue, and cross, just like that. So you will be doing this to all of your petals. So let me go ahead and do those and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so my petals are all prepped. So what you're going to do is you're just gonna add a little small dot of glue, and then we will be going around in a circle. And I just add a small little dot just in case I have to readjust the petals, just because I don't always get it right. was missing one more. Okay. Secure. So there we go. This is what we want. We want that circle in the center. So now you will be getting the same color of cardstock that you're using, and you're going to cut out a circle. Yeah. We will be adding, oh, I think I might need another glue stick in here because I'm running low. Glue. Cover up that hole right there. Go ahead and grab another glue stick. Okay, so now we will be gluing this in between. And if you notice, I only added glue here to the right side of the petal just because I'm gonna tuck that last petal underneath. And that's it, guys. As you can see, such a simple flower. I have done this with 3 layers, 4 layers. So you can add as many layers as you would like. All right, and there we go. Super simple. So all we need now is a statement centerpiece. All right, so like I said, I was gonna go ahead and use my image center, and I do 2 different sizes, roughly kind of the same size, just a little bit off. I always like to do, I always like to layer my centers. I mean, if you just wanna leave one, that's perfectly fine, but for me, I don't know, I just like to layer. And then with me, whenever I do simple flowers, guys, like this, I always like to add a nice pop of a gem, so that way the gem is kind of like the centerpiece, if that makes sense. So this is from Amazon. I will have that linked below too here on my YouTube channel. If you're watching it, I will have it because I do have it on my Amazon storefront. If you're watching it here on Instagram, if you go on my bio, my link tree, I do have my Amazon storefront there, and you can look. I think I have it under accessories, I believe, but I do get a lot of my gems from them, from Amazon, just because they have some really nice ones. So this is one of them. I'm obsessed with it. So all I'm gonna do is add glue, and then glue the other one on top, just like that. More glue in the center, and I'm gonna add my gem. Press down. Yeah, push in my glue stick. There we go. All right, you're all done. Super simple, right? It's super cute, and I'm obsessed with that gem. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful. Even with this one, if you wanted to, you could add a little gem or a little rhinestone in the center to kind of, you know, give it a pop. Up to you guys. But yeah, I hope you found that helpful. I just wanted to show you guys template 105. Just because if some of you wanted into a smaller version, well, it is available. These are my 2 go-to flowers that I like to make. Obviously I just did 2 layers, but you can always add on 3-4 layers as to how many layers you want with petals. So if you're interested in the template, you can find it at www.arielelisedesigns.com, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.